Hey, what's up? It's your boy Sinista1. I'm down here broadcasting live at the Dark Arts Festival in Lincoln, Rhode Island. You know, and when I go to these festivals and get invited out to these, you know, I like to go live and show you some stuff here. I'm gonna let this gentleman introduce himself and let him talk about what he's got going on here. He is a fan filmmaker with utilizing Jason from Friday the 13th, and he's done some stuff in the Friday the 13th video game, which was on Xbox. I actually was a Kickstarter for that project. But I'm gonna let him introduce himself and talk about this project.
What's up, everybody? I'm Vincent DiSanti. I'm the owner and operator of Womp, Stomp films, also director of the Never Hike Alone film series, where I also play Ghost Jason Voorhees. I was also a backer in the Kickstarter video game for Friday the 13th, and eventually I was invited in. I got to design the free kick kill. I'm also in the Counselor Computer, so look out for me there as well. And I'm here at Dark Arts Festival. We have Never Hike Alone Blu-rays, posters. We got some things that we signed. I was also in a film called 13 Fanboy, so I do have some of that memorabilia here. We got pins, posters. We actually have the soundtrack by Ryan Perez Dapple on vinyl and tape. And I also have some of the props from the film here if you want to check them out, screen use props, especially from Never Hike Alone 1 and Never Hike Alone 2. So definitely check those out if you're stopping by. Appreciate you coming by and checking out the stuff.
And tell us about some of this cool stuff here. You got a lot of these fan-made films, and kind of get it, because my show, The Booth, is technical. A lot of people watch. You know, we know a lot of stuff. People know about the back stuff. We'd like to hear about how you kind of worked your way around the legalities.
Yeah,
of the character.
Yeah, way back when I started doing this with my friends, we were in San Bernardino County in California, up in Big Bear. I had always wanted to make a Friday the 13th fan film. I had seen them online. I had done a little bit of research about what the legality of what you could do was, and we ended up finding an abandoned camp and going up every weekend for a year and building this film to make the first one. And in the process of releasing it, we learned a lot about what can go into fan film. So we can't say that we're Friday the 13th, so we changed the name to Never Hike Alone. We put Friday the 13th fan film in the title. We try not to represent the brand to say that we're official at all. We go at great lengths to warn people to say this isn't official. We just love the series and we think we're pretty good at what we do. So hope you enjoy it. And through that, we just kind of found different loopholes and things that allowed us to create merch that helps us continue to basically grow the brand, make new films, make more stuff for backers and people who have supported us on Indiegogo and Kickstarter over the years. It really just comes down to just making sure that you aren't making a profit from it. So even though we are selling goods, everything goes right back into the project so we can make more projects. Or like for right now, we have a crowdfund that we did last year for Never Hike Alone 2 that we're going to be shipping out a bunch of stuff very soon. So right now, all the proceeds that we're making today is actually going into our shipping budget. It helps us ship everything we've shipping to around 52 countries around the world. So that can get pretty expensive. The price of postage has gone up over the last couple of years. And so those are the types of things we have to manage. And other than that, we control all the artwork, we control all the looks, we get to do the things that we've always wanted to see with Jason and never done by the studios. So like Never Hike in the Snow, we always wanted to see Jason in the snow. We finally made it happen. And so really what we are is we're a bunch of fans who love Friday the 13th, who want to make Friday the 13th better and want to do the things that we've always asked for as fans but never got back from the studios.
And you know, let's take a look at this price list here. If you guys are watching live, if you're coming down today at 4:30, we have a screening for Never Hike Alone. And I got to ask you a question because I'm a big fan of Kane Hodder. And for those who don't know anything about Kane Hodder and Friday the 13th, it really changed the genre of horror because they brought Kane Hodder in, who was a stuntman. And that changed the whole aspect of how they could utilize the Jason character and show him in a different way, as we saw with Friday the 13th Part 7. You saw a lot of the step up with using Kane Hodder has Kane Hodder seen your product?
Yeah, Kane Hodder has seen Never Hike Alone. In fact, I've acted with Kane Hodder in the 13th Fanboy film. I was actually the stunt guy in 13th Fanboy, and I got to fight Kane Hodder and CJ Graham. So that was actually been one of the cool things with Never Hike Alone. Led me to meeting Deborah Voorhees, who played Tina in Friday the 13th Part 5, who directed and wrote 13th Fanboy. She invited me based on Never Hike Alone, and a couple of my friends, Andrew Lady, who's in Never Hike Alone 1 and 2, Haley Greenbauer, who's a good friend of mine, who's the lead in 13th Fanboy. So that's how I ended up getting to work with Kane. I actually got to work with Kane when we designed the kill, what's it called, the free kick kill in the Friday the 13th video game. I got to work with Kane on the mocap stage and direct him, and then work with him in 13th Fanboy. And then when I do conventions, I see Kane a lot. We always say hi to each other. We've known each other since around 2016. He's always been a big supporter of what we do. And yeah, everything that he brought to Friday the 13th, as far as what he brought for the on-screen presence as Jason, playing Jason 4 times in a row, doing some crazy stunts, some crazy ideas, but also what he's done on the convention circuit. Kane really represented Friday the 13th and Jason at the convention circuit for decades, and he's helped keep the Friday the 13th franchise alive in the heart of the fans. I always see him with long lines around his table, people dying to meet him, and it's definitely well earned, and I'm very happy to say that Kane has been a supporter of what we do, and I'm a big fan of Kane, and will be for years to come.
All right, before we get out of here, just shout out your social media again and how they can follow you.
Yeah, definitely check us out at Womp Stomp Films, WOMPSTOMPFILMS. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all that stuff. We have news about upcoming releases, upcoming films, and we post stuff all the time, so definitely check us out.
All right, thanks, man. We'll be talking to you. It's your boy Sinista1 broadcasting live from Lincoln, Rhode Island, Battleground Z. You're watching The Booth.
Well, see you next Tuesday.
Thank you for listening to The Booth on whoobazoo and hatchetradio.com. Please follow the Facebook page and subscribe to the podcast at Apple Podcast, iHeartRadio, and Spotify. The Booth is a Sinista1 production hosted by Sinista1.
I've got to start hanging out with friends that are a little more intelligent and understand politics and stuff. It's just that I'm up on this level up here, and all my friends are down here. Me, nah. You guys, nah. Maybe a little more down in here. Screw you guys, I'm going home.
I smoke, I drink, I do my thing. These bitches hating, so you know I got to make it plain. Don't do cocaine with your chick, my main. We stick together, true forever, yeah, you know we bang. I miss those days, which was easy. If only I make it, keep this shit on repeat. Now that I done upgraded, I've been upstate, and y'all think I'm playing. And I got a hit now for these weak assholes who think I ain't slaying. Try me, and I'll probably end up laughing, cause I never back down. I'm that chick with a clean ass whip, I don't need that shit, I got my own now. I get hurt, I get tired of fussing, fighting, guess I gotta crack down. Don't mess with me, cause on everything I'ma have to bring the whole city out.
WHOOBAZOO, that's whoobazoo.com.
Enter website, enter website, enter website, enter website.